ever. All right. Uh, when did we start doing guitar? Just like 3 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Okay. Anyway, all right. Can we try to play that again? So she just started playing guitar and she's learning some songs. Basically, it's fast songs. So these are one of the songs that we try playing. It's okay, just act normal. Okay. That's good. All right, that's good. Cool. Okay. So then next, I just to work on the E minor chord. Let's do Stand By Me. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. That's nice. All right, and then lastly, before we study perfect, let's do every breath you take. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and. That's it. G. Yes. Fine means finish, right? So that's the end. And yeah. And then the segno al fine means go to the segno side, meaning the finish. Okay. So that's it. And then next. Okay, perfect. Now perfect has the same chords with those things that we played. The only difference here is like the really the time signature actually. But anyway, it's easy. It goes like this. It actually in the CD it was played like this, right? Oh, by the way, it has a capo on the first fret, meaning you know that thing that you click
Yeah.
in here. Yeah, you have to put that to get the right uh, tuning for this song. But anyway, we can play it without it. We'll go like this. I just played like that, right? But of course, we're not yet learning how to play it like finger style or with our fingers. We're still doing with a what's this, a pick and a strumming. So how are we going to apply it? It goes like this. Four. So it's to make it easier to understand. It's the rhythm goes like loud, soft, soft, loud, soft, soft, loud, soft, soft, loud, 4 times. So this is one, then two, three, four. Does that make sense to you? Can we try it on G? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it. 2, 3, 4. That's good. And 1, 2, 3. That's good. 4 and 1, 2. Repeat. That's good.
It's so hard.
It's okay. And G. Good. One more. Alright, now this part, if you see, there are 4 different chords in one measure. That means you're going to play each chord every beat. So that will be like a quick change. So it's going to be like this. 2, 3. Get it? So it's one beat each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Okay? And then disregard the F sharp here. It's actually a D over F sharp. It's a different chord. Not for now. Just do the D chord. Okay? Let's try it. G, D, ready, and G, and minor, D, and C, 2, and next 3, 4, and that's it. Get it? Make sense? That's the part where you do the oh yeah. But inside, I mean, of course, you have to do the chords. Okay, so let's start. E minor, yes, then D, C, and D. That's good. And then end it on G. Yes. Usually, I mean, not, not every time, okay, but most of the songs, you're going to end it on the key. Well, of course, yeah, in the key, or like from which chord you started. So like in this case, you started on G. Most of the, definitely you're going to end it on G. Well, there are some songs that they end it in a different way though. Okay, it's not all the time. All right. So you're having troubles with these 2-beat chords. Okay, let's try that again. Let's keep repeating that chorus part here. Yes, 3, 4, and yes, 3, 4, and good. And Okay, now, all right, you got the strumming pattern. Now, how do you make it a little exciting? The rhythm of the songs, I mean, of the music. One of the most important like part of like the music is the rhythm, and it changes everything. Okay, like for example now, and well, you got the rhythm though, but now we have to put accents. If you notice, I put uh, like larger L's than the S ones, right? Because you're going to have to put an accent on those L's. So it's like one louder on that. I mean accent, emphasis. Okay, let's try. Two, two, yes, and it's okay.
It's really hard.
You can do this. Very good. Continue. Accent. Good. Here we go to the beat. Alright, continue. Alright, again. 3, 4, and G. Yeah. And then tonight, one beat, one beat, 2 and 3 and 4 and C, 2 and 3 D, and it all. That's it. Okay, so wow, you're able to do it. Okay. Let's go back to the other songs. Wait, did I give you the slow song strumming pattern? I haven't given you that one.
You won't give me that.
Yeah. Oh, I only gave you that. Alright. You have to do the slow song strumming pattern. Wait. Okay, it's here. Alright, now. Did you have like music classes in school? You did, right?
Yeah.
Do you are these notes familiar to you? No.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember because
Don't
I did
remember.
like piano a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you did piano. So, okay. Anyway. Alright. So then look at this. Now these are quarter notes, right? A quarter note gets one beat. Okay. Um. So the 16th note is like. Are you good at math?
16.
16th note, yeah. Are you good at math?
Mm,
Not really. Alright, it's like 1/4 of a beat. It's like 0.25. This is half of a beat. It's 0.5, right? Now this is 1/4 of a beat. So meaning in one beat you're gonna see 16. I mean uh, four notes.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so with those four notes, if you'll notice, there are how many movements? Four movements, right? So there's down, then up, and then down, and then up again. And same with the next beat, and next beat. So all in all, it's 16 movements, right? Then, if you will notice, it's only the first movement who has a head, and then the others are just plain stems or beams.
Same note.
What do you mean? Same note?
So like D. So it's
Ah, kind of. Wow. Okay, kind of like that. But anyway, yeah. Listen to this. Well, it is because on the first movements you're gonna have to hit the strings, and then on the next movement you're gonna have to. You must not hit the strings, but you have to keep your hands moving. You get what I mean? It will sound like yes, yes, yes. It will just look funny at the beginning, but that makes sense. That's how it is. Like this. We have to keep it moving while strumming. Okay. Try. Ready. Perfect. 3, 4. You got it. 1. Let's try it again. Can you do it on a G chord? Okay, ready, and 3, 4. That's correct. Get it? Now, even though I wrote it like that, it should be written like this, and there should just be an imaginary movement in the middle of those. Okay? And I call this thing as the slow song strumming pattern. And again, you cannot find it in any book. Alright? I just gave that name to make it easier for my students to understand what it is, and then to identify what it is. So the first thing that we learned was fast song strumming pattern, right?
FS.
Yeah, FS. And now this is the slow song strumming pattern. Alright, so now again it will be boring. Alright, so again we ran out of like storage, so this is in continuation. Alright, so we moved on. We have a different strumming pattern now. So we combined everything, and she came up with something like this, which is written here. Okay, that's correct, but you have to keep it moving, remember? Good. Wow. Down. That's good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. 1. Just keep it moving. 3. Ba ba ba. Again. And 2 and down, 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 up again. Alright. Let me play with you. It should sound like this. Ready? Down, down. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Again, and down, 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 down. Wow. You're doing the hard one. That's good. 2, 3, down, down, down. Catch up, okay. Keep going. Carry on. 2. That's good. Alright. Stop. Rest. Now, why did I give you this strumming pattern? Again, it's just like for you to be able to memorize it. But later on, I need you to make your own strumming pattern, just like in fast song strumming pattern. So we followed an exact pattern, right? So the question is, why do you need to keep it moving? Do you have any idea?
No.
All right. Well, actually, the only thing is for you to be able to keep the rhythm. If you stop, you will lose the rhythm, right? Especially it's a slow song, so the gaps between the beats are very like long before you play the next beat. So what will happen is something like this. You get that? It's going to be
Basically, you look like a human Metronome.
Yeah, that's it. Or like a robot, right? Just one, two. Not like if you do this, you're still, you can still feel the rhythm, right? Two, three, four. And also, actually, I just gave these patterns for you to be able to follow. But then later on, you have to make your own. It's just like for practice purposes, of course. And then later on, you're gonna make your own. So you might if I will be applying it on my playing, I will not be thinking of these patterns. You know, you will not later on you will not have to think of that. So let's say I'm playing a G and C9 chord. So 4 beats on G, maybe, and then 4 beats on C9. So I'll come up with something like this. Now tell me if it sounds bad, okay? I will not think of any patterns. I'll just keep it moving. This, my right hand. It just keeps on moving. I don't know what I'm doing now. I just keep it moving. You get it? Now, what do you think? Is it bad or okay?
Good.
It sounds nice, right? I mean, I didn't think of any of this. I just have to keep it moving. It's actually the concept of hit, not hit, and then hit again, and then not hit, hit, not hit, and hit, unhit, hit, and not hit, something like that. You get it? So you hit it, and then you unhit it as long as you keep this moving. You get it? But right, I mean, it will keep you in the rhythm. And what else? So yeah, that's how I do it. Now let's try to do it. G going to C9. Oh no, don't apply it there. You're gonna get confused. You have to keep it moving. Kind of like that. Yes. You see? That makes sense. Alright, now I want you to practice it with G and C9 chord for now. How do you do a C9 chord? Okay, lower and yeah, just that. Yeah. Two. Okay, 4 beats each. 1, 2. Okay, again. 1, 2. And ready. 1, 2. Down, down. What was that? What happened? Alright, go back to G and do this pattern. Okay, ready and 2, 1, 2, again. Down, 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 down. Good. Perfect. Done. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. Next, G. again. Alright, now maybe we need to try to memorize only the strumming, so let's focus on that, and then next week we're going to try to do the what's this, the C9 chord. Okay? Alright, let's try. G only. Same strumming pattern. You ready? And good. And yes. I was about to say C9. That's good. Wow. One. Yes, you can do that. Wow. Alright, okay. Look at this. By mistake, you're doing different. I mean, you're making your own strumming pattern, right?
Yeah.
By mistake. Sometimes I call this as the best mistake you're going to do in your life. You get that? So when you do those kind of mistakes, I mean, that's ironic, right? But yeah, then well, it's nice actually. At least it will not sound very monotonous or one sounding like the strumming pattern. But of course, when you play a song, you have to stick into one pattern only as much as possible, and then try to vary it like in some parts, but try to keep the theme. Okay, all right. So I think that ends our lesson. What do you think? Say bye.
Bye.